you use can set you free. The words you use can be a cage that keeps you imprisoned. I have always kind of looked at the power of words. Being a mindset coach comes naturally to me. It's something I've been doing all my life because I listen to people talk. I listen to what people say because I know words matter. The words that you say, the words that you say have power in your life, and the words you say have power over other people as well. And so, on the contrast, the words other people say to you can have power to influence you and shape you. So I want to talk about 2 conversations I've had in the last month with people. Now, these are not coaching clients, but I'm always coaching. I'm always listening to what people say. I'm always looking to help people get free, get better, speak better about themselves. So last night, I was talking to a young lady. She's a coach. She's a wellness coach. And in the course of the conversation, we were talking. She's just getting started, and she made the comment, "Well, I'm only 23," because I mean, young people, us who are older tend to look at younger people thinking, "Well, they're not experienced. How can they help me?" And I said, "Don't say only. Yes, you're 23, but that doesn't mean." The only is a limiting word. If you say, "I'm only 23," I hear this from runners too. Well, I only run 5Ks. I only, And the thing is, in running, your only can be a limit. You say, "Well, I only do this," but we also say that as longer runners. Well, I only ran 5 miles today. And when you're used to running longer distances, your only becomes bigger, and you're like, well, I didn't do everything that I could have. It was only that. I said, stop using the word only. It's a limiting word. It puts boundaries. It puts bars around what you do, and the way you think about yourself is the way you talk about yourself, and the way you think about yourself is going to determine what you get from life. So if you say, "Oh, this is my only," your only is a little cage that just keeps you right, wherever you're at. Think about whatever you do as like, this is what I do. Yes, it may not be, I may not be up to these other standards, but this is who I am, and just embrace who you are. If you're 23, it's like, there's advantages to that. There's a lot of advantages to being 23. Things are new and fresh. You have ideas that somebody who's 35 has been doing things for all their life, and they have constructed their own box. This is the way things are. This is what I do. This is what I offer. And if the client that you're talking to doesn't fit inside that box and mindset that they've constructed, they can't be as much of a help to a person as a person who's 23 who has a fresh perspective. That's it. Yes, and it doesn't matter where you are. I mean, none of us can be everything to everybody. None of us is all things. We all have limits, and we all have strengths. The things, don't worry. I mean, yes, don't worry so much about your limits. Work to overcome them. Work to get past them. Work to make yourself the best person that you can. But don't limit yourself and say, well, my strength, this thing that I think is my only, can be a source of strength. There's advantages, and so the way that we think can set us free or box us in, and the way that we think is reflected in the way that you talk. So, if you want to help think differently, teach yourself how to talk differently. That's one of the main things I do as a coach is try to teach people. Watch your language. What's coming out of your mouth reflects what you think. And so if you can change your words, if you can change your language, the things that you say about yourself, the things that you say about life, the things that come out of your mouth, if you can start changing that, you will change the way you think, because the two are linked. And you can change the way you think, and it changes the way you talk. But if you can change the way you talk, it also works backwards. So that's mindset tip. And that is a powerful way to change what you think. The other thing is a conversation that I had with another woman, and she said that her husband said to her, "Well, honey, you're good with people, but you're just not good at business." And she's trying to build a business, and it's a people business. She's working with people, helping people. and she's, the relationship is good, but that's an area. Her husband, he cares about her. It's not like he's trying to box her in, but it's his outside observation of kind of how she is, and yes, she's stronger with people than she is at business, but if you let people say things to you like that, oh, you're just not good at that. Oh, well, that is, don't try to do that, because that's just not, work over there. That's your strength. And I said, and people will do this to you all the time. I mean, you'll even have strangers do that. People who don't know you all that well will say things to you about you that's like limiting. It's like, oh, you're just don't worry about that. You're not good at that. And it comes in all kinds of forms. Like, you shouldn't really try to make jokes. You're just not a funny person. You're just not humorous. And whatever it is, that people will say things to you that, and most of the time, we're just kind of going along, and it never really clicks that, hey, wait a minute. It's not, and they're not. Sometimes they're malicious and mean, but most of the time they're people that you care about, and they'll say things like, oh, well, you're just not good at math. That's the and what happens is that if people say that to you often enough, you're just not good at that, then you start saying it to yourself, and then it becomes even more of a cage. And so here is a second power word. I mean, eliminate your word only. The second power word to add to your vocabulary is the word yet. And that can completely change the sentence. And there's, okay, and I'm gonna go into this is a song that is popular among Christian people. I mean, the churches play this, and it's the words in the song go, God has never failed me yet. And I'm going like, please don't stop that. Please stop saying that, because the word yet means that, well, maybe someday he will. And so when someone says that to you negatively, oh, you're just not good at business. I told her, I said, you can turn that around and say, I'm not good at business yet. That takes away the power of those words to box you in and says, this may be who I am right now, but I'm not that yet. And the word yet puts a spin on it, saying like, okay, the way the situation is now, the thing that I'm saying about myself now is true. That's a weak area. It's something that I'm working on. I'm not good at that yet, but it doesn't mean that I can't be. And so the word yet frees you from that thought box that's going to keep you stuck where you are. Everybody does it. We all say things about ourselves that will limit us. And so if you find yourself saying those things about yourself, oh, I'm just clumsy. I'm not. Whatever you say about yourself, say, well, I'm not that yet. I'm not that way yet. But that leaves the possibility open for you to grow and to change. These are two power words: one to eliminate, your only; one to include, your yet. And say, I'm not there yet. We're not there yet. But the word yet leaves the possibility open of saying you're still on your way. You're still working toward that thing. You're still trying to find that epic thing. Yeah, I don't have the epic life that I want, and I'm telling people, go after your epic thing. I'm not there yet. I'm still working on it. I'm not the kind of coach that I want to be yet. I don't have a big podcast yet. I am not there yet. I'm still in process. Doesn't mean that I don't have a lot to offer to other people. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to be. It doesn't mean that I'm stuck where I'm at. I haven't run a 200. I haven't run the Hawk 100 yet. I'm doing it a month from now. Last time I tried, I failed. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to do it. And will I make it this time? I don't know. There's a lot of things in a 100-mile race that can happen. I don't know if I'm going in with all the confidence that I'm going to succeed. I'm going to make it, but I haven't done it yet. It's something that I'm going to do, and if I don't make it this year, I'll do it. Now I am going to do it. I haven't done it yet. That's the power of yet. Something you haven't done. Maybe you struggle with, but you haven't done it yet. You're still on your way. Hope these things help. If I can help you, I'm a mindset coach. Language is just part of what shapes your mindset. I tried for years trying to improve my mindset. I tried for years trying to get over some of those limiting beliefs, some of those things. Even though I was saying the right things and trying to change my language, I still wasn't able to change my thoughts. That made the difference in changing my life. It hadn't happened yet, but I kept working on it. I kept working on it. I finally found some keys, found a way to transform my life. Still not where I'm going to want to be yet, but I've got some great things that I can offer you and help you get on your way to be. You're not there yet, but you may not have found your epic thing yet. You may not have your epic life yet, but you can have it. That is what I do as a mindset coach. Help you get on your way to getting to your epic thing. If I can help you, send me a DM. I would be glad to talk with you about the words that you say about yourself, and also how to apply them to make real changes in your life to get you to that epic life that you want to have. Thanks for watching, and send me a DM if I can help you. I'd appreciate it. See you next time.